Hey, if you're like me, you drag your kayak through mud, water, dirt, grass, whatever. It gets pretty filthy. It becomes an eyesore. And I need to get it cleaned up before the next trip, and I'm sure you do too. You want to make it look nice before you get back out on the water again, especially if you're going to one of them tournaments or something. You don't want to look bad. Well, I'm going to show you the products I use to get rid of all this stuff, but most importantly, without damaging the plastic on the kayak. So I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. All right, before we get started, I want to show you the products I'm going to use outside of garden hose and water. I'm going to use the Star-Brite Blueberry Boat Wash. See it right there? This stuff does smell like blueberries. It smells very good. And then when we're done, everything is washed and dry. I'm going to put some 303 Protectant on there. That helps protect the kayak from the UV rays, to protect the hull and everything else, protect the body of the kayak. Always do anything you can to protect the kayak with the sun beating down on it. Also, I always suggest you never store these outside. Never store a kayak outside. Always make sure it's indoors or it's out of the direct elements to make it last as long as humanly possible. But I just want to show you those two products. And also, before I do get started on washing it, I took everything out of the kayak. I even took the seat out. As you saw in the video there, it gets really dirty in there. So you want to, in fact, let me bring you in on that a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about, how dirty it gets. You can just see the dirt in there that just acquires over time, getting in and out. Of course, the back's not so bad. The sides aren't too bad, but we're going to do the bottom of the hull as well as the interior of the kayak as well. But all right, as you can see, it does definitely need some cleaning, but I wanted to show you what it looked like before. So first thing we're going to do, we're just going to hose this down. Now, some people just use a pressure washer, and that works just fine too, depending how dirty it is. I needed some soap, so I wanted to get down in the crevices really good because I haven't washed it in a while. But you can just power wash these. That's what most people do. But one guy told me, do not use Dawn-Dish soap on your kayak. They said it actually can harm the plastic, believe it or not. So, I know Dawn is good for everything, but do not use Dawn-Dish soap, believe it or not. But I'm going to use the Star-Brite Boat Wash. It doesn't harm any kind of wax or polish, and it's good for plastics, metal, anything, aluminum. It's good for all surfaces. So let me get the hose over here and let's get this thing hosed down. Now the hose itself might make a difference with just water. Just gonna hose her down really good. Yeah, you can see it definitely does a good job already. Get on the other side here. Just want to get it wet before we apply the soap. So yeah, that's a big difference right there. Actually, I'm gonna probably take the scupper plugs out. I was gonna leave them in there before I started washing, but I think I'm actually gonna take it out. So let me get them out of here real quick. All right, now we got it washed down. We're gonna take this, got some soap and water here. Probably got a little too much soap. It's gonna be really foamy. We're just gonna spray it down and get some foam going here. Definitely puts a good amount of foam on there. Yeah, this stuff's great for like people who don't have a power washer at home, which I do not actually have a power washer. It would be nice, but I do not have one. So we got that side. Now I'm gonna flip it on its side and we're gonna do the back. Now I got this long brush. It's a really soft bristle, so it's not gonna hurt the plastic or anything like that. We're gonna use that, just kind of scrub in there. Easier for me, got a longer handle instead of bending over with just a sponge. Trust me, the older you get, the more you appreciate these little subtle things. Give that a good scrub. The flooring, the matte flooring is what gets really dirty in here. A lot. Not so much anything else. It's that matte flooring. It just gets really dirty. This is the reason why you want to take the scupper plugs out, because if not, they'll just fill up with water and it's kind of defeats the purpose of the foam. So we want to get in here and get it good. Get the keel guard nice and clean. Yeah. You almost forgot it was camouflage after a while. This is also a good time when you're cleaning the bottom, just to kind of look over and see if there's any damages that you see that you couldn't see before. Make sure you don't have no cracks or anything in it. I'm not seeing anything that's alarming at all. Like I said, this getting a few years in her now. I think it's my 3rd or 4th year with this thing. But she's holding up well, because like I said, I take pretty good care of her. You know, store it indoors in a garage where it's not out in the elements all day long, every day of the year. I'm going to rinse all this off and then bring you back. All right, well, I got all rinsed off. Now we are just letting it dry. Let the sun hit it for a while, let this get good and dry, but I'll take a look at it. And yeah, for a pretty quick clean, I'm pretty happy. You saw how muddy that was, how dirty it was. But yeah, it done real well. I also rinsed off the scupper plugs as well. Washed down the seat down there. Got it clean. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Like I said, the rest will just air dry out here really quick in the sun. But it is a kayak, so it is supposed to get wet. But just kind of want to show you what you can do with the just a simple little soap and water. So that's pretty much it. This video today, I just kind of wanted to show you a simple, easy way to clean your kayak. A cheap way, like I said, that will not hurt the plastic whatsoever. So don't worry about that with that soap. Or like I said, some people, if you have a power washer, some people just get it out here and just power wash the thing. And that is perfectly fine too. I did not have one, so I did need a little bit of help. That's why I got the soap and using a soap foam gun and got that in there and got it good and clean. So that's a first step of getting out on the water. I know it's pretty bad. I haven't got out on the water, but I'm getting there. But I want to show you how to clean up my kayak first, and then everything else to get that done. I might do a walkthrough too, what I've got on the channel too, pretty quick soon, so you can see what I have as well. But I wanted to do this video. I was almost embarrassed to do it because how dirty it was, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Give me a reason why to make sure I do get it clean. So I appreciate y'all giving me a little motivation that I needed. Well, that's all I got for today on this video. Hope to see you soon on the next one. Until then, I hope to see you on the water. Have a great day.